Hello everyone watching this live or in recording. I want to welcome you on this stream where we will be testing out World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Classic local server with bots. So as usual, I've got the plan in the right bottom corner, you can see it right there, and we will try to follow it, but usually who knows how that goes. So I think I never managed to fulfill the full plan in the last streams, but we will see how that goes. So let me check if the sound and the video is okay, the chat is working. So yeah, I think everything's good. So let's not waste time and let's enter the game. If you are watching this, just please type in the chat that everything is good so I can know that. So let me enable the sound. I hope it's not too loud because I'm using different headphones. So yeah, so let's enter the game, and I think we will start with testing out some Burning Crusade features like draenei, starting zone. I have some characters pre-made already, so we will see how that goes. But let's create a new one and let's test out some starting zones for this race because it was new in the Burning Crusade. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, we have the first message. Nice to see you. I am glad to see you too. So let's choose the shaman. Actually, if you remember back in the day, the Burning Crusade introduced the shaman class for the alliance with this race. So before that you could not have shaman for alliance. So let's create a new one. Let's make it a little bit purple, I think, like that. So let's add him some hair. I think I like this one. Change hair color, and yeah, I think that's fine. So let's enter the game with that character. So I want to mention that this repack and this method is very reliable, so you will almost not have any bugs, any issues. So that's that. So let me adjust a little bit when we start this. I didn't do any macroses because I think this will go fine, so we will not need them. And let's actually start playing. So I will do a couple of quests before we move on to some other stuff, but first let me enable that how's this called, instant quest text, this one. Okay, so I think this will go fine without any major issues. And the main trouble, which I think I will have here, is the dungeons and the battlegrounds, because before Wrath of the Lich King you had to manually go there, manually find people to go with you. So in this case we will try to do the same. So yeah. Okay, so let's accept some quests. I think here it still uses kind of old quest system, because as you can see they don't immediately get tracked. So yeah, you will need to adjust a little bit to that if you want to play this. Okay.
Good fortune.
And let me actually check if they have quest. Okay, so they don't have any quest markers. So yeah, this one is also a kind of trouble. So we will try to read the quest's text so we know where to go. But actually it adds a little bit of immersion, just like in Morrowind game, where you had this journal where you could find the stuff that you need to do. So yeah. Okay, And yeah, these old casting mechanics, they were a little bit different. I think they kind of relied on where is this? Yeah, kind of speed, because as you can see, when I cast my lightning bolt, it doesn't always immediately go like this. So add-ons will work here depending on which add-ons you mean by that. So there are a couple of add-ons even for the classic version of the game, the Burning Crusade Classic. They came with the client, this client for me, and I disabled them, but they worked. So if you find any TBC add-ons, I think they would work fine, no issues. So yeah, that's that. Also, I think this expansion was kind of cool because when you played vanilla, you knew that something was coming, and there are a couple of things left behind even in the vanilla. So for example, if you somehow had GM access, GM level, you could fly to some locations and find some high elves slash blood elves zones. So they were over there already, and later they created this expansion, so that's kind of cool that they already had that in mind. Quest Helper, I think, yeah, I think any add-on will work fine, because it's basically the normal classic client, nothing custom, just the same. But I want to mention that this is not anniversary client. There are some things going on there, and maybe in future we will see anniversary client servers, but that's a little bit for later. And also let me remove this chat window, move this chat window a little bit down, so yeah, you can see me properly. I think that's fine. Okay, so I don't get why we don't get this vial of moth blood. So let me actually read the quest. So what should I do? Should I just kill them? Yeah, so immediately we get this older expansions drop chance, where basically you could kill like 20 mobs and get 2 or 3 pieces of the item that you needed. So yeah, I think I will use some GM commands to finish these quests, because this would take a lot of time. And for some reason I get some kind of freezing, but we have 0 latency. But yeah, as you can see, for some reason I get some lagging. So I think we will not waste too much time on this. So let me kill a couple of mobs more, and then we will just complete this using GM commands and move on. And also I want to mention that there are bots in this repack, and they are, in my opinion, the most advanced bots like ever. There are Azeroth core bots, but these ones, player bots in this single player project repack, are the best. So they really feel like real players. They fly around, they can queue to battlegrounds, queue to dungeons by themselves, so they do them alone without you, so it really feels like a real server. So that's that. Project Ascension server. Yeah, and this is kind of tricky situation, because let me speak a little bit about Ascension and the whole thing happening over there. So I think somebody mentioned that Blizzard wanted the source code of the Ascension server, because they maybe, or obviously they want to create Classic Plus. So I am not really sure that it will get leaked. It should have got leaked after the closure, but I don't think they will get that. So that's it. What repack is this? This is single player project classics, which is for the Burning Crusade, but I am playing this using the Burning Crusade classic client. So let me show you that. So as you can see, this is DirectX 12. We have ray traced shadows. This is classic client over the older server. You can check out the tutorial in the description for that. So let me finish these quests by using GM commands because I think it takes a lot of time. So we have this inspiring presence. And actually there are a lot of things in these older clients and older expansions which make them unique. So let me use quest complete. Okay, so and actually I cannot, can I? Okay, so the interesting thing is that I cannot do this normally because as you can see I can't shift click the name of the quest. So basically how you can do this in the later expansions is that you type dot quest complete and shift click the quest and it will automatically get completed. But in this case you cannot shift click the quests in chat like a link, so I cannot finish it using GM commands without knowing the ID. Okay, so thank you for that Ace of Spades, that's a huge thank you. So let me check that. I'm just a little bit tired after testing out so many repacks, so I forget the most basic commands. So yeah, and let me see if I can show you that. Yes, I can. So I will move this window right here and maybe make it a little bit smaller like that. Is it fine? So yeah, I think there is no such command, but in the later expansions, yeah, there is such command. Nothing like that. Let's try help. Okay, and do we have it? Level up link grave. And I don't see anything like that. Okay, so we can do this a little bit differently. So I hope that if we level up using GM commands, we will be able to do some other quests in this zone. So let me kill these mutations and then we will skip this quest. Let's actually grab both of them. Yeah, I didn't see that. Or I will try that now. Dot look up. Yeah, I see this one. Look up quest. Yeah, sorry for that. And yeah, dot look up. And let's try replenishing. Yeah, quest ID works, quest complete ID works, but no quest found, and I am dying. Let me try shift clicking that. Look up quest, and this one. Yeah, thank you for that advice, it really helped me a lot, and also it says active. So let's complete that. 9280. Yeah, thank you for that. So we did that. Let's kill one more mutation and move on. So, okay, resist. So, yeah, I think we will not spend a lot of time on this. I have a character prepared for the high level zones, high level content. And we will not spend some time on these entombments. We will just jump inside the dungeons as they are. Okay, let's finish that. And let me actually grab some of the bots. I don't see them right now, but I must note that I have, I think it's between 3,000 to 3,500 bots. So let me sort this by level and let's grab a couple of these. This one, that. Let's get a full party of a little bit higher level bots. Okay, so I got disconnected for some reason. That happens. Okay, so let me check what actually happened. And okay, so I think my Hermes proxy crashed. That's fine. We can still do some stuff. Can we? Okay, so I need 1 second just to restart this whole thing. So let me close the game. You will see me on the black screen. Yeah, banned on the local server. Yeah, so it's not the server fault actually, it's the client's fault. So let me launch that again. No, actually, I think that's something with the client because I saw that I was level 1, but that will get fixed. And actually, that's very unusual because I didn't have any issues even with bots on this server. So as you can see, we are level 2 again, so that's fine. I don't know why this happened. Okay, so that just messed up our whole thing, and I'm not sure why this happened. So let me do this a different way. So not to waste a lot of time, we can create a new character quickly, anything like that, and we can okay, so something really bad happened. So I have tested this before the stream, but for some reason we start to have some issues on this. So okay, so yeah, this is a really bad situation. Let me try to fix this. If it doesn't work, we will just jump into high level content because for some reason this doesn't work. So does it work now? Level 1 shaman. Okay, so for some reason I'm like that. Sorry for that. Let me log out and log in. So this happens in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion on the modern client, but for some reason it happened here as well. So let me quickly get back on track. Instant quest.
Warm wishes to you.
So thanks to Ace of Spades we know how we can finish quests quickly. So let me level up. Well, let's get around 2 levels, so we are level 3. And let's quickly complete those quests. Let's not invite bots for now. But I am sure that this works. This is very reliable method. So the older expansions are very well tested, very well made. So that's that. Let's actually take some of those quests. And I will be running like that for some time. So sorry for that. Not that. Let's go inside and take some quests there. I didn't really expect this to go like this. So, hi Melian. I welcome you here as well. So let me check if the bots are alive. Yeah, they are. Okay, so
The Naru have not forgotten us.
actually I think I know why this happens. It's because I am using a little bit different Hermes proxy, so maybe that's why it happens. So let's complete these two quests and switch to some other content. But I think we will need to read this. So I remember doing these quests back in the past, so there are some Moonkin, Owlkin guys somewhere over there, southeast, yeah, over there. And the second one is, I think the parts are there as well. Bots can be messy. Yeah, maybe, but actually I really hoped it would go well. And speaking honestly, I think I had a couple of crashes using this repack back in the past, when I tested this even before I started the channel, but I thought it would get fixed. So which one should I mutate it? So that's not okay, these ones. Okay, let me kill this guy. Because he is hostile, and then we will use this crystal on these guys.
I need to get closer.
Out of range, okay. Bot add-ons. So actually you don't really need them. There are commands for them, and obviously you can use them without any add-ons, but as for me, I just remember them and I don't really use a lot of commands, so I mainly use attack, follow, stop, and that's all. So you don't need add-ons, but if you want you can get some add-ons. But I'm not sure about the classic client, because those add-ons were made for older clients and they don't really work here, I think. Okay, so why? Okay, so I hit him, so yeah, now I can use it. Let me read the chat for now. Yeah, add-ons such as multi-bot and Mango's bot can't be put in TBC Classic, yes, and that's true. So that's the case, you cannot put the older add-ons inside the Classic client, so yeah. And let me heal a little bit because I can die and answer some of your messages. The word server goes down in the midst of Pandaria repack. Actually, I had that only once, and I think I did a lot of testing stuff, so yeah. But one person in the comments mentioned that after 8 hours of playing, they got server crash, but yeah, 8 hours is a lot, so yeah. Okay, so we helped 3 of these, we need 3 more, and we need some parts, and I remember that they are a little bit over there. So yeah. And I'm not sure that in this expansion they have this. Okay, so we have one bot over here. She's just standing. We have this part as well. And I want to note that these bots, at least in the... Okay, so this guy just ran out. At least in the legacy expansions, legacy clients, not classic ones, these bots can do quests on their own. So you will see them running around doing quests normally as real players would do this. So that's cool. Maybe I don't really know something about this client or this method, but I really hoped and I really expected this to be very well. But still, I think testing is testing, so you will always expect some bugs and things like that. So let me use this crystal. Cataclysm Classic. Cataclysm Classic is a cool topic, but there are some things. Cheers to you as well. There are some things about Cataclysm Classic that you need to understand and maybe know. So I think there is Cataclysm Classic private server right now. It's called White Main. I didn't test it out, but I think I am in their Discord channel. So I don't know how that goes. I have tried to download their client and use it, but as all servers do, they just kind of blocked it with some custom patches, so you cannot just grab it and use it with some other servers. But I think Trinity Core has Cataclysm Classic server source code, so, and I tried to compile it, but I just couldn't because I didn't have client. Maybe in future, if somehow it gets available, I will try to do it, of course, so I try to provide you the newest stuff. And in future I will try to test some other repacks, even in the expansions which I have tested already. So lots of stuff incoming. And I don't really see the second part, so I'm looking everywhere, but I just don't see it. First server like me. So actually, I had a really cool story with this Cataclysm expansion. So when I was younger and I didn't really know how to play World of Warcraft at all, even though I played Warcraft 3, so my friends played on some private server, and they even gave me the client of Wrath of the Lich King before Cataclysm, and they say just start it up and connect and play, and that's all that they have said to me. So obviously I started it using launcher, and it updated to Cataclysm, and I entered the game and I said, where are you, where are all of you? But I was playing their own expansion at all. So yeah, that's an old story. So basically this was first for me as well. So we did these quests, and I don't see any of these parts, actually. Maybe they are inside. So yeah, that's how that went. Okay, I see the second part. Let me focus on finding them, and maybe we will go a little bit further. So actually, kind of revealing a little bit for you some inside information, I have made a video about World of Warcraft alpha version just yesterday. So it will come out a little bit later, but you will have that. It's really interesting to see how much stuff has changed, and you can have your own World of Warcraft alpha version server on your own and see how that was at that time. There are a lot of changes, so yeah, you can see that for yourself, but that's a little bit later. And I think I have lost these parts, or I just don't see them. The third one over there, I see that. Let me actually move this frame over here. And we just need to get the last one, and it's here. So let me kill this guy. And move on. To be honest, I want to have at least midnight and the War Within server, and a lot of people ask me about that, so I want to clarify this again, or for someone for the first time. So there are a couple of servers and source codes for the War Within and the Midnight client, but for some reason for me it just doesn't work, and also I think I know why, because it has some certification problems. It's more about the server part. So even if you get the client, which is also very tricky, you cannot, I think you cannot find the War Within client right now. You can find on the Midnight because it's available now. But even though it's really difficult to get this working, so yeah, that's why I don't make this tutorial, in case you're wondering about that. But I really wish that happened. So the last expansion, and surprisingly well made, is Dragonflight. It still has a lot of bugs, and yeah, it's the newer expansion. It just flew by very fast, but it even has kind of bots in dungeons. I think we will cover that in the next stream, which is coming soon. I will try to stream twice this week, and maybe we will see Dragonflight server testing, so that's that. So let me get back there, and we will be moving a little bit to some higher level content. Let me check the chat while I'm going here. Okay, so I can't find the way through these cliffs. Yeah, I made it. So let me finish these quests, and maybe we will jump to some higher level content. So we have this bot over there. Let's try to catch her. Okay, so let's finish this one. And where is the second one? This one.
Warm wishes to you.
Okay, so let me actually wear some pants. Oh, okay, so I have this equipment, so, but for some reason it just didn't get applied on me. So yeah, so let's try to invite her and let's see if the server... Okay, so for some reason this crashes the Hermes proxy, but I want to mention that this Hermes proxy is different from the one which I showed in the tutorial video. So I think if you use that, it will work fine. So that's that. Let me check what actually happened. Let's try connecting to some higher level character, this one, which I prepared. Okay, so it didn't go as I expected. Let me quickly just restart the Hermes proxy and check my plan. So we need to test bots, and we will need to do that somehow. Thank you for subscription. So yeah, we will need to test these bots. So as you can see, there are some of them over here, and I think in my configuration it's enabled to get active when player enters the zone. So as you can see, when I came here, this character started moving. So let me try to invite them. Okay, so it crashes the Hermes proxy. So I can remove these test bots from my plan because it crashes this like that, sadly. Yeah. Thank you for coming. So yeah, I will not test bots party, but I will test the dungeons and battlegrounds, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah. And it crashes again, and I think I know why, because I just did a little bit of a trouble for me. So yeah, let me quickly try to enter another character. I actually didn't expect this to happen, so yeah, we will do some improvisation part. So can you specify what exactly do you mean by I got crashed too from not being able to connect to main? You mean like main character, or what happened? 1 by 1 to 70. Yeah, so I think something bad happened because I restart my Hermes proxy and for some reason it doesn't really work, and it's really bad sign because I expected this to work and I don't even have anything else to test right now, so that's really bad. And that's very unexpected. Let me check if something wrong. I don't think it's because you used some commands. Yeah, so okay guys, let's try to do some real improvisation. So yeah, I think bots really break the game here. Okay, so I didn't expect this to happen. And I think I know why this happens, because this is not Trinity Core and not Azeroth Core server. This is CMangos, and that's bad for Hermes proxy. Okay, so I have restarted the whole thing. Let's try to connect. Yeah, this is very unexpected and I don't know why this happens, because it stays even after restarting. Okay, so we can enter the game now. Let me log out and check if I can enter my prepared character. Yeah, and the Hermes proxy just crashes. So yeah, let's try this one more time. Sorry for that, I really didn't expect this to happen. So we will try to at least have some gameplay. So we will enter as this character. Okay, so, and I don't get why this happens. Okay, yeah, let me get back here. So let's wait a little bit. So as you saw, this worked after some break, so maybe this will fix a little bit. So let's wait a little moment. So if you have any questions, I can answer them right now. So yeah, about 3 packs, about something else. Can you give me a link, Warlords of Draenor? So the interesting situation is that I also don't have any link for that, and that's why I don't have any tutorial on Warlords of Draenor. So it's not available. There are some links, but they are dead, so you cannot get the client, and that's why I don't have tutorial for that. So let me try to restart the proxy, create a full new character, and maybe this will work. A new character, Horde, Orc, Warrior, and hope this works. Yeah, it seems to work. So it's really interesting and very unexpected for me, because usually I prepare for streams, but this time we'll really do a lot of improvisation. So let me quickly level up. Level 69. We will exclude bots from our plan. Let me move the chat. Make it like that. Found one, but didn't try it yet. So if you find it, I will be really glad to know that this exists. So yeah, and hopefully make a tutorial on that. So let me quickly learn all my talents. Okay, so and again I did a very big trouble, I think, but we can take that. That's fine. So I learned, I think, the all spells for all classes, maybe, but that's fine. We can live with that. Learn my class. Okay, and we just need to get some equipment, and that's fine. So we're good. Okay, so also I think there are a couple of things that I want to note. Maybe I had some differences in configuration, but I think that auction house works strange here. Let me show you that, but I think that's the modern client. So if I open it up and search for all, I will get some items. But if I search, for example, weapons and search for one-handed access, so yeah, no items found. Let me try weapons again. And we have axe here. It's two-handed, so let's try two-handed axes. Okay, so now this works. So for some reason, it didn't really work well for me. It showed no items available, so yeah, it was strange. But now this works, so that's cool. Let me get some equipment, and actually I need one-handed things, something at least. Mace. Anything better? Okay, so I may ask your help. So if some of you can go to WoW and get some item IDs for some good equipment so we don't waste time, I would give you a huge thanks. But we can actually try using this equipment. So for example, this mace, armor, mail. We will take the best available. What's this? It's hat? So what's that? Okay, some kind of crown. Plate then? Okay, so nothing available, and that's really bad. Okay, so as you can see, this is what I mean. So when we search for plate, we have only this helm, but if we search for plate shoulder, we have some items here. So as you can see, this works like that. So as this is a little bit unexpected, I will use some GM commands to make it less noticeable. We do a quick run to Weapons Master to learn some stuff over here. Also, speaking about the Warlords of Draenor, guys, if you want to have some client, be sure to check what client servers need, so that you don't get the wrong version. And I think I need my warrior trainer. Okay, so he's over here. Where is in this building? Yeah. So we need to learn to use plate armor. Okay. So now let's get back and get some gear. It's really sad that these bots don't work as I expected them to work. So maybe we will test out the vanilla classic client. And yeah, this is really strange because I thought this worked. So yeah, it's very unexpected. Do we have any equipment here? Okay, so at least we have some level 70 equipment, so we don't need to search for it everywhere. We can get some stuff, or at least some decent stuff. That's good. And we can go to Outland and test out some quests over there. Good evening to you as well. Okay, so that's really good information. So thank you for that. Maybe I will use that in future streams. Yeah, actually, I am not a big fan of add-ons, to be honest. I don't know why. So this is just like that. Yeah, we have all of this stuff over here. But I think when I played Wrath of the Lich King or some other expansions, I used that. Is it? Okay, this is two-handed. Okay, so for some reason, is this right that can I
Can't use that yet.
Okay, so I guess in this expansion or in the old times, warriors could not use maces. That's really weird. But do we have something useful here? Swords at least? Or is it just two-handed? Okay, let's try this one. Two-handed axe, it's level 70. That's cool. Yeah. So we will use that instead. Let's equip that. And let's equip the other stuff that we bought. Also, it looks really cool, especially with these shoulders. Yeah, let me show you that. At least we don't look so bad after this unexpected part with crashes. So even after that, as you can see, it doesn't really crash, so I don't know what that was. We don't have back, neck, fingers, and trinkets. Yeah, let me grab those. So it's neck. I will just take anything. It doesn't really matter. As soon as it gives us some benefit. So, okay, yes, of course. Yeah, I remember that. So you need to go to every major city. Still, this is good two-handed weapon. And I think they had this double two-handed perk, double two-handed ability, whatever it is. Let me check that. So while we have this, let me show you a cool thing. So because I have used kind of run command, I have some other abilities from other classes. So I am warrior and I can shift my form just like that. So that's really cool thing to have. So yeah, I think that's fine for us that we have this two-handed axe. Let me see if I can wear the second one. No, I can't. So let's just go with that. So all I need to do is just put these skills quickly. Let me do that. In this expansion, I don't think warriors have a lot of skills active, at least. So yeah, they are locked between stances. So yeah. Shouts over there. Here. This one over there. Slam. But I think, yeah, I think we actually need to use this mace because I usually play protection warrior and you cannot use it without shield. So it's Undercity. I remember where a weapon master in Thunder Bluff, but I don't remember where he or she is here. So I may need to ask. Or maybe I think I remember. It's somewhere in this outside circle. Yeah. And because we use GM commands, we can run quickly. Just do a little marathon like this. Speed running. So, yeah. Weapon trainings. It's really interesting that Blizzard didn't really care about pole arms for classes. It's such a unique weapon, so okay, their own place. Thunder Bluff. So I think there was some kind of build for pole arms for some warrior class, but it was kind of removed later. Okay, some bot wants us to get inside the guild, so let's sign that. As you can see, they have this function as well, so that's cool. Let me equip this mace, and let me equip this shield. Okay, so this works. Let me put these abilities over here. And yeah, I think we are almost done before going to Outland. This one right there. And this one here. So yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's enough for us. So let me check my plan. It was really unexpected that happened. A marathon running warrior, yes. He's speed running, just like swoosh and going over there. So I have this test battlegrounds and test arena. So let's try to test at least battlegrounds. I hope it doesn't crash my character. So yeah, in these older expansions you will need to get to these battle masters, I think. So yeah, let me search for them. Hunter's Rise. So while we go, I want to share with you a cool part of knowledge. So and also remove this speed buff. When I tested this when I tested this World of Warcraft Alpha 0.5.3 version, there are a lot of city changes there. So Thunder Bluff, as it looks right now, had a lot more houses. So it didn't have any lake right here. It had lots of these houses. It felt like a real city. There were nothing like this bonfire. There were like streets over here, and that was really cool. I don't know why they removed that. Maybe because computers just couldn't keep this up, but yeah, that looked cool. And if you watch my video a little bit later about that, you can test this out as well and see how that was. So now we are almost here. And again, I hope this doesn't crash anything. So let's try Eye of the Storm, because it was new. It came with this expansion.
Farewell.
So let's try to do that. So yeah, let me see what I can do over here. So it's really cool that they have these battle masters. So I don't know for sure, but I think in the vanilla expansion, they were not standing there like that. So you had to go to that place where the fight was. Yeah, and the bots just crashed my character. So that's actually sad, because I didn't think it would do that. And I hope it doesn't crash my character at all. So Yeah, guys, so that was, let's say, for nothing, because I made the full character and now I think I cannot log in. So let me try to restart the proxy. And enter this character. I hope it will work. Or yeah, that just crashes. And I don't really know why this happens. So yeah, this is really sad story. I did not expect this to happen. And yeah, I think it even closes like that. So it seems like we will not be able to test anything like that. So can I at least enter this character? Okay, so this is really buggy. Maybe this one, at least any. Yeah, so this is bugged. And actually, I want to blame not only Hermes proxy, but the server itself. So this is CMangos, and it has a lot more different structure from regular servers, so that's why it crashes. So yeah. Okay, so we managed to get inside. Let's try getting inside this character. Yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe this one, at least any character, come on. Yeah, so this is buggy. So let's try to enter this safe character. Yeah, it bugs like that. Sorry for that again. So yeah, we will start again using this character, and again it's also warrior. So let me equip him quickly. So we will exclude this this battlegrounds and arena. This is unavailable with bots. So yeah, and I'm really sad about that. So let me quickly modify speed, learn the weapons, the stuff again. It's the third circle. We are doing this for the second circle. Yeah. It's really interesting that even Wrath of the Lich King, which is very unfinished, worked even better than this. So, yeah. Okay, so we have that. We have this. So, I guess we will just test some things which are not related to bots. Because as you can see, they don't really work well. But I think the interesting thing is that the bots work in like older version. If you play regular the Burning Crusade, it will work fine. This is because this is classic client, so that happens. So yeah, let me quickly learn all of this. And yeah, get some gear and test some dungeons. So while we go there, maybe some of you will be interested in some other part of older facts about World of Warcraft. So again, when I tested this alpha version, the Orgrimmar had a lot more different layout, a lot more different build. So it had lots of sand bridges above, so that's cool. Two-handed sword. Why can't I equip that? Okay, let me buy that. Actually, main hand, two-handed. Yeah, let's buy this one, which we can use, because again, we will have problems with shields. So the Orgrimmar had a different layout with sand bridges. That looked cool. And it's really interesting why they removed that. So head, shoulder, chest. So now we have bought the best items available on the auction house, and now we don't have anything available for us. Okay, so if you know where I can get these, I will give you a huge thank you for that knowledge, if you can help me out a little bit. And I think we need neck, this one, and some rings. This one. Okay, let's take this one. And some trinkets, which are not available for us. So let's quickly grab the gear. So yeah. Let's wait until it comes. Okay, and let's equip all of that. And again, as you can see, I have messed this character as well, because yeah, this command to learn all the skills has underscore, and if you don't type it, you will get all the skills available. So yeah, that's why I have these forms even when I play as warrior. Okay, so that's not as bad as it could be. So yeah, let me double check if there is some gear available. So we need back, waist, and I guess that's all. So maybe we can use mail. This one. And back is so how is this called? I don't see that. Okay, so am I missing something? Chest, waist, head, shoulder, neck, shirt, head. Okay, guys, maybe I am just a little bit tired, but I don't see where is this. So yeah, armor, neck, shirt. Is it that? No, it's not. Maybe I can search it like that. Nothing. Armor. Okay, and also there is this bug with auction house, so you don't see all the items. It's the last. Thank you. So yeah, sorry for that. Maybe I'm just really tired, especially after these crashes. So yeah, that's a huge thank you for that. So yeah, let's grab that. So yeah, you saw that there are some items which don't really appear, so I have messed my gear a little bit. I had this prepared character, I prepared for this stream, but as you saw, it just went totally wrong. So we will have this equipment. We will just put our skills back on the hotbar while moving from this orange color palette to Thunderbluff right here. And let me quickly put all of the skills again. Revenge, that. Now I just remember them by heart, I guess. Okay, this one. I think that's all of them from here. Spell reflection. Don't. Let's put it right there. And we're almost ready to go. It's really sad that the main feature, the bots, don't really work here. And you can see them running, but you cannot interact with them, sadly. And I hope that was all. Yeah, that's it. So it's not a problem. So now we get back our okay, thank you for IDs. Let me try that. 3113. Destroyer chest guard. So I want to give thanks to Cyrena. That's really a lot. So thank you for the info. Let me use these commands. Okay, so it's basically 4, 5, 6, yeah. Destroyer set. Yeah, seems like that. 7, no problem. Thank you. That means a lot to me. So yeah, now I can one-handed plus shield. Yeah, one-handed plus shield. So now we can proceed to testing out some quests. I think I will spend a little bit more time on this stream. So we are going to Hellfire Peninsula. So okay, not exactly where I wanted to be. Okay, but I think we can. Let's actually grab a flying mount. So it's somewhere over here. Why do we have unfriendly bots over here? 838 and Warglaive. Okay, that's a good choice. So 837. Yeah. Did I mess something up? 838. So yeah, let me equip that. Can I? It's offhand, and this one is main hand. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. So we just need the good shield now. I hope attacking bots doesn't mess up anything, so I will try to avoid that. So let me learn riding and buy some flying mounts. And yeah, this works. Let me put it in the hotbar and just use that. Can I? Okay, so for some reason... Oh yeah, incapacitated. Let me just fly away from here and... how can I... Okay, let's try Hellfire and then we will just move on from there. So, if for some reason you want to play this expansion and you don't know where to get the flying mount, before Wrath of the Lich King you should have gone to Shadow Moon Valley and get your flying mount over there. Because I have spent a lot of time searching for that mount after Wrath of the Lich King. And again, I have your help in finding this item. 32082. And we have this shield. Yes, so huge thank you for that. It's really big help for me. So I had a lot of trouble with these crashes. So yeah, now we can actually get going. So let's do a couple of quests here, a couple of quests there. and see how that goes. Especially with the flying mount, gear, skills, we are ready for that. And I'm not sure that I'm allowed allowed to get with the mount inside. So okay, so I have not instant text. Display, bam. So to Nagrand. Kargath. I think this one is about dungeons, so we will just accept that and leave it. But this one is not about dungeons, so let's try to do that. Let me track that. Okay, so it's about dungeon as well. Do I have? Yeah, I should have. Okay, so for some reason I don't have tracking for low level quests. That's strange. Can I remember having dagger or sword. What do you mean? I have a sword now. I remember having some quests here, but now I don't have them. Yeah, maybe this is because this is the old expansion. That's really strange. 28995, and there are a lot of things you are mentioning, so let me add them. Thank you. This 3, remove that, remove these. I think that's enough for me, I guess. Yeah, I will wait, so that's better actually. So yeah, let me delete this. So I really thank you, but I think I am, so I need 2 rings, trinkets, and yeah, and wrist. All best. 29, 3, 8. Okay, let me just try to add these things. What's that? Trinket. Okay, that's cool. And let me not mess any numbers. 23, 8, 36. Can I enter? Equip that. Bots. Yeah, so bots work here, but the modern client had these crashes. So yeah, if you play this with regular the Burning Crusade client, it will work. And I think I didn't add this one. And this is ring. Okay. And maybe that one. Let me check that. Okay. So which one is better actually? So it's for stamina and it requires exalted. Okay, so I will not add this reputation, but thank you for giving me this ID. Now I need to focus on finding some quests, but for some reason I don't see them. Any of these? Okay, actually I know why this happens. So I suppose this is because we didn't start this quest line starting from that portal. So let me get back over there, start that quest, and maybe it will work. So we spent a lot of time tweaking all of this. So yeah, Viral Hacker, yeah, I hope you don't get as many crashes as I had. Sadly for me, it looked like that. So as you can see, it doesn't crash normally, but if you add bots, yeah, it starts doing some bad things. Yeah, I see that it needs engineering. It's really cool that you had to have that, but yeah, now it's just inconvenient. So they have this cool fight over here. I should have some quest from the other side. Next you go inside and then do I? Yes. So this starts the whole quest line, and I will have quests over there, I hope. Also, for someone who didn't know, a cool fact, I am just spreading the knowledge to you. So before the Burning Crusade expansion, before this expansion, there actually was, I think, 2 portals on the game map. So one of them was underwater. I don't know why this happened like that, but there was one portal underwater, and I think the other portal was somewhere else. So they were, but they were not usable, of course, but they existed even in the vanilla WoW. So now we have these quests. Arrival. We need to speak to that NPC. And
Strength and honor.
yeah, we need to go there.
For the horde.
So does it work? Yeah, this works. Yeah, low level quest marker. Yeah, I tried to find it, but let me show you that. Maybe I am really dumb today, but I don't see it. So yeah, let me keep that. So as you can see, no low level marker, but it's really strange because this is modern client. It should have it. So yeah, maybe I should just disable that, or I don't really see anything like that. So while we fly, yeah, I don't really see that, so let me just put it like that. So yeah, let's leave that. Yeah, it's not in this version, I think, but that's fine. I kind of remember some quests from here. And again, we are just flying, we are just going, we are testing this, we are not playing. So yeah, we are just testing this. So yeah, but one inconvenient thing is that it doesn't have quest markers, and that's really uncomfortable because you need to read these quests. He's inside the barracks. So I'm speaking to you, and I don't have this ability to read and speak at the same time, to explain my ideas and read some other things. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. So yeah, this is not that quest which we need. This one. Okay, so we will go to that sergeant. We will do one that questy. Yes, I have used that in Wrath of the Lich King, and I saw people use it in Classic, but personally I didn't test it. Because as I said, I don't really like add-ons, so I didn't test them, but I think it works. I think it works, there is no problem for that. So, yeah. So, I need to kill a couple of mobs over here. And you can see bots leveling here as well. Let me track that. Okay, so miss. Okay. Okay, so now we have another problem, kind of, and that's skills in weapons. So yeah, we will need to kind of punch these mobs a little bit before we develop the skill. So yeah, but I think it will start hitting very soon. So yeah, let me grab that. So these bots are taking my mobs. Yeah, I think there is some kind of command, but yeah, I don't really know that. And I think there is some interesting thing with my skills. So I'm not sure what's this, but if you take a look, they all have some kind of little delay. So you can check my hotbar like this. So they have some little delay. I know that this may be kind of old expansion mechanic, but yeah, this is a little bit uncomfortable. And I don't remember that in vanilla, so maybe that's something wrong with this method. Okay, so can I somehow skill max this skill? Learn. Looks like no. Okay. So yeah, it will go quickly, so we already have 48, 49. Yeah, it will come up soon. So we will start hitting. So yeah, right now if you have any questions, I can answer them. We can chat a little bit. Not to make this boring. So yeah, we have these bots over there, and we will not interact with them because it will crash our proxy. And actually, thinking about this, I don't know any other good, at least, Burning Crusade servers. So this server package is the best, especially in the regular, normal clients. So because I am playing classic Burning Crusade, it gives me so many problems, even though I thought I would not have any problems. But if you play normal, the Burning Crusade client and this server, this will be a very good experience. Bots work. I have tested this with normal Burning Crusade client, old one, so it worked very well, but it seems like this client gives some issues. So yeah, idea for future video, EverQuest 1 and EverQuest Hellground repack. Actually, I saw that, but I didn't look inside. So I think I will check that out. So why I say this repack, this server package is the best, maybe that's for me, it's subjective, because it's very easy to progress. So they all use the same structure, and if you want, for example, to start in vanilla, you can level up, you can have bots, you can do all this stuff, and if you want to progress, you can just transfer your character to the Burning Crusade, and if you get tired here, you can progress to Wrath of the Lich King, and you will have the same character. So that's cool, that's convenient, but yeah, I will check that Hellground repack. So do we start hitting now? No. So we are still missing. Okay. Yeah, so what's the limit of this? 350. So we are at the half, so I think we will start hitting at around 200. It will start working. So yeah. It's worse because it's very buggy and missing a lot of scripts. So actually, maybe I have not tested this so much, but I tested single player project classics vanilla, not the Burning Crusade. For some reason I just kind of went past this expansion, but vanilla worked fine for me. I didn't see any problems, I guess, but yeah, maybe I have just didn't test it very well. So speaking about EverQuest, so sorry for skipping that topic. I will look at that, but recently I found some games which you asked me to do. That's Fly for Fun, that's I don't really remember what was the second one. So it's really difficult for me to make tutorials sometimes, because I make virtual machines, pack them, test them out, and something breaks and that becomes unplayable, and I need to delete all of that, waste time and try to do this again, and it doesn't work. So that becomes a little bit difficult for me, but I will try to look at this. If it's available, if it's easy to set up for you, I will do that. But yeah, it's just difficult sometimes. But still, I have made a couple of tutorials already, new ones, so they are unreleased. You can subscribe to the Patreon and get them right now, but or just wait. I still have some schedule to release. Okay, so we have almost 200 already, but yeah, for some reason we are still not hitting. So let me use more skills. Maybe this will make it quicker. Yeah. And also, if you know some games which are moddable and have some servers, and you know that, you can suggest me to make tutorials for that. So yeah. So the character just says I can't do that yet, and yeah, that's basically what happens. He cannot hit yet. So and actually I would have used some commands to do this, but we cannot just go using commands. We need to test skills, so that's why we need to test this out. So yeah, we have over 200 already, but we are still missing. So let me just rest my hand a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I have this delay. So I don't know what's that. Maybe that's somehow related to the skills, or maybe to the server part processing all the stuff. So, and again, sorry for that. I have prepared the character for this stream, but as you saw, it just crashed, and yeah, that happened, and I now can't get to that character. So if you also know some other server packs which have learned all skills, I think I had this. Okay, let's hope this works, but yeah, as you can see, maybe in this expansion or in this server pack there is no such command, sadly. And let me try help, maybe I can see something related to that. Arena combat damage. Private server online. Let me take a look here and then I will answer your question about making it online. That's a good topic to discuss. All 3 titles. I don't... Okay, so was that a hit? Yeah, we start hitting. At last. At last we can do some hits. Yeah, I don't see any comment related to skills. So, yeah, it's no problem. It's just this expansion or just this server. So, speaking about making this public, this is a little bit tricky. So, yeah, I already have a tutorial on how to play with friends. Most of the games which allow you to change IP or to connect, so you can look up for my Redmin VPN tutorial. That's that. But if you want to make it like open and public, it will take some things. You will need to know your router model. Sometimes you will need to mess up with some Wi-Fi or some internet things. So, and they are very specific. So I don't think there is universal tutorial. Even if I make one, it may be different for you. So that's why I don't have this kind of tutorial. I can give you advice, so you can search for port forwarding for your model of your internet things. So yeah, you can search for that, try to do it yourself. It doesn't really take some difficulties, it's kind of easy, but it's very specific, so that's why I can't just make universal tutorial. So we can play with a friend, or you mean that you want to play just with a friend? So yeah, the work hits now, and this huge guy walks over there. So yeah, okay, and yeah, I guess that's the answer to your question. There are some websites where you can rent a server, but I think following my tutorials, you don't really need that. But yeah, it doesn't do any problems to your PC, so yeah. I think we have wasted so much time on this quest, so I hoped it would be very simple and easy, but yeah, we are standing here for such a long time now. We need to kill this guy as well. And I think we will leave this zone after this quest, because yeah, it's getting me tired. Also, I have low HP and I don't have anything to heal me, so we will need to spend some time resting a little bit. So yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable having this delay, especially if I overlap a lot of skills, like this and revenge and shield bash. Yeah, as you can see, they have some little delay. Let me untrack that. So this guy dies. We are sitting for a moment. Good things take time. Yeah, for sure. Good things take time. They don't have anything to heal me, so... Yeah, let me actually do a cool thing. So if we modify our HP to exact number as... yeah, we can heal like that. So not to waste time. And at this point, yeah, we can hit, I think, yeah. So let's now just use some GM commands. So you will not see me standing here for a long time. I will make this macros and I will type this command there. Save it. Yeah, and we can use it like that. Okay. Quickly clearing the outland. Yeah, let me actually add that. I think I will need that. Fisherman's Feast. I think I will need to add more like that. That would be fine. So let's finish this quest.
Strength and honor.
Take anything.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh yeah, my inventory is full. Okay, let's leave them. So usually I stream for around 2 hours, but I think we will spend a little bit more time. So let's actually test one more zone and maybe a dungeon. So let's go to Nagrand. Outland Killer, yeah, definitely. Leonardo the Outland Killer, yeah. Where is that orc settlement? I think it's over there somewhere, so let me fly and see that. Or, yeah, actually there is that, so... Yeah. So again, as you can see, you can definitely play this fine. I am not sure why this bot crashing happened. Really? Or... yeah, this is the wrong settlement, so... I needed to go there, actually. So, let me put it like that. So, I don't know why this happened. It just happened and it happened, so... yeah. And can I actually use this one? Let's check. Okay, so that's cool. We are the first orc warrior which can switch forms. Yeah. So that's cool. Let's do a couple of quests here, and then we will test the dungeon. Something from the center right here. Okay. Do they have any kill quests? I remember that guy somewhere here. Okay, this bulletin board. It needs some killing quests, I think. But actually, what happens now? Is it broken? Okay, it doesn't work. IDs for the back. Okay, thank you. Let me add that. And that's 26. 746. It seems like that's a little bit not a bag, but that's fine. Yeah. This guy right here has the quest as well. And now we need to figure out where to go. So travel to Shadowmoon Village. No, we will not do that. Border. Okay, so it seems we need to go there. It's actually sad looking that somehow it's broken. I clearly remember having some killing quests back in that village. And actually, while we are on this way, we can just go here, I think, and get this little camp and get some cool quests here. So that's good. Okay, so 30 cleft hoof. Do I need to just kill them, or do I need to... Yeah, I need to just kill them. Okay, so let's try to kill a couple of them, and then we will complete this quest using GM commands. We are still missing, so we need to train a little bit. 26, 746. And yeah, so that's not a problem. I think this happens. It can happen like that. I think I can leave without the bag. Let me just remove some of these items. And I still get misses for some reason, even though he's clearly below. Yeah, doesn't very nature killing.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
So yeah, I don't really understand why we still miss, even though it is 64th level and we have almost maxed out swords. Yeah, it's really strange. And for some reason oh yeah, I get hit, but I get healed immediately. Yeah, or is it no, it's just some buff. Yeah, maybe it adds the recipe, so let me check if I can add the bag itself. Yes, it adds the bag, and that's cool, thank you. So now we have... Do we have a bag now? Yeah, it seems stuck. So this is the delay which I mean. So for some reason, yeah, I have that. Let me actually check if everything is fine. Yeah, now this works. Thank you for noticing that. We get stunned from time to time. I can't imagine how people did these quests back in the... when this was the newest version. Like killing 30 of these while they get stuns. Yeah, it's impossible to just be patient enough to do this quest. But actually, I did this quest, so I had my own Wrath of the Lich King server, and I tried to get all achievements, including these Nezinveri quest lines, and I finished killing these mobs. So let me try to kill them using GM commands. And you don't even have at least 5 of them. You have only 2 of them here, and I think there are some of them over there, but yeah, if you had some other people around, it was impossible. It was really impossible. So, did you do this like back when it was released, or what exactly do you mean? Okay, so it's really cool that you have experienced that. So do you remember any kind of special things which was related to this expansion? Some specific stuff which they don't have now, or anything like that? Because personally I kind of started with the Wrath of the Lich King, so I didn't experience this. Let's actually get back and complete this quest differently. So, as that person mentioned, you can look up quest and type the name of the quest. Okay, 9789. Quest complete. 9789. Okay, that's cool.
Well met.
Yeah, mastery.
Safe track.
Yeah, in Nagrand is a hidden city. Yeah, that's a little bit part of the lore. Okay, so we have. Okay, why does he attack us? Is it? It's humanoid. Who is that actually? So why does he attack me? Yeah, so I think that big crystal is the same as draenei main city Exodar, something like that. It's the same, but it's not used. Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, and we still miss.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
So that's a cool green emoji over there. Back in the closed beta.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, so that's a really cool experience. So I think you experienced a lot of cool things. Yeah. Yeah, Orc Druid Warrior. Yeah, kind of stuff. Okay, so, and also it's very
Peace, friend.
inconvenient that I don't see quests over here. So some quests I see, some quests I don't see. So I could have taken this quest for killing these birds and do that, but I just didn't see that it's available. So for some reason it has some little bugs. I see the bot over there. We can hunt him down, but let's leave him alive. So I will kill a couple of these birds and then we will go to the dungeon.
I can't do that. I can't do that yet.
So
Do that yet.
actually there is
Can't do that yet.
really cool things. There are really cool things even in the older expansions. So when I tested vanilla server, I think I saw some NPCs attacking the camp of the opposite faction, and when I tested the later expansions, this camp, this place stayed the same, but NPCs didn't attack. So the older expansions had some cool little stuff which made it unique, and now they don't do that. So yeah. Just like this. So this undead NPC attacked me, like from nowhere, and it even killed some friendly NPC, I think. And yeah, it's really cool. And also in this location, there are some NPCs which walk around. They may fight, so that's really cool to see. So we have it with 280. We still need a little bit more. Yeah, because I think there were no other good classes except mage, warrior, and hunter, I guess. These were like main World of Warcraft fantasy classes which you took, and it was cool. So, yeah. So let's kill these two birds and then finish this quest. They work, so they don't have any major issues. It's still strange that we have this good equipment thanks to you, but still we can't kill these birds which are level 65, so yeah, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I specifically took the warrior class because I usually play this class and somehow I do so little damage, so yeah, I don't think I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So one fell and one left. Yeah, warlocks. It was always kind of second mage. It was something in between hunter and mage. So yeah, also I have played warlock for some time in Mists of Pandaria, I think. I remember these huge numbers of damage which warlocks could do, and some shaman class. I played it like that, but now I play warriors. Yeah, this is the best weapon in the Burning Crusade, so yeah, I don't get why I do so little damage. Maybe I have something in my equipment, but no. It's really like that. I still get misses because I have low level of swords. Yeah, so, but I just don't get why I don't to hit these birds. So let's get back, finish this quest, and go to the dungeons. So it's look up quest in Rock Mastery. Okay, so we don't have any active, it seems. Let's try all of them. Quest complete 98, 54. Usually, okay, let me try this one. Yeah, now we have it. 98, 54. So it seems that we can look at the quests of some other characters. That sounds cool. For some admin tools, that would be very useful. So now let's... Okay. I forgot that it doesn't have any dungeon finder. So let me check my plan. So... the Botanica. Okay, let's try that. I have tested this a little bit, so this should work. Yeah. And what I really like about Burning Crusade dungeons, I hope they scale for my damage. I mean these mobs, so let's see. Okay, so they kind of do some damage. So, you know, I think we will not be able to finish these dungeons. Yeah, and that's really sad. So, okay. So, I think something messed up a lot. Because it should scale, or it should at least add me some bots. So, okay. Let me check my plan again. So we have arena, battlegrounds, bots, and professions. So invite some bots. Yeah. Thanks for kind words, first of all, and hello to you, Resolve and Roll. And I think we will have some bad time because if we invite some bots, it may lock our character. So let me log out and check if my other character can be played. Yeah, it's broken. So I think this is really bad news, because if you invite bots or somehow interact with them, it seems that it locks the character or locks something. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't really work. So we cannot play with bots, and that's really bad news. So at least we can enter the game, but unfortunately I think we will not be able to even test the dungeons in this classic client. So if you want, maybe in future, not for now, of course, in future, we will test this exact repack, but on the older real, the Burning Crusade client back from, I guess it's 2006, somewhere around that, and test these bots. I assure you that I have tested this out on the older client and it worked fine. So even now we have this bot over here. They move around, they do quests, they do their stuff, but sadly in this modern classic client it doesn't really work. So I'm not sure why this happens, but I think we will not be able to test that at all. So yeah, let's think what we can do. So let's actually do some quests, some more quests in this Zangarmarsh. Right here, I remember where they are, somewhere around here. We can do some more quests, and I'm really sad that it happened like that. I didn't expect it to go like this. Maybe I have messed something up with proxy because I have done a lot of testing lately, and maybe I have messed something up. I remember that it worked, but now it doesn't, so yeah. So yeah, maybe I will retest this somehow outside of the stream and remake this when it works. We will see. So yeah,
Well,
let's do some quests here. Naga claws, and the second one is let me actually abandon these quests. So I really like this zone. It has some kind of outland vibe because it's literally some big mushrooms, blue scenery. Okay, the second one is without any quest marker. We have some quests here.
I am honored.
I remember about these plants. Yeah, and this one over here. And slay. Okay, so we have a couple of kill quests, a couple of gather quests. So efficient supplies. Let's actually start with the plants. Okay, so I think I remember that you should kill these mobs and they will drop these plants. So we will try doing that.
Need more rage.
Also, while we fight, let me check if I can actually display a numeric value. So for some reason, okay, so we have one bot over here. I don't see the number values on the mobs. And I think in vanilla it's the same, and that's also inconvenient because you don't really know exact numbers. And I definitely remember the low drop chance on these quests, so I think we will spend a lot of time doing this. But yeah, since dungeons don't work for us, we will try doing this. And now it seems our damage comes back to us. So now we do some good damage. So I hope I'm killing the right NPCs, the right mobs, because if not, that would be very bad.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, so it seems like this stream today just gone very wrong, or maybe completely wrong and unexpected, so yeah.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Yeah, so sometimes these bots attack you, sometimes they don't, as you can see right there. So yeah, I think the main problem here is that this is still the Burning Crusade. So the Wrath of the Lich King improved a lot of things even in the older expansions, so even here. And if you play it like this before the Wrath of the Lich King, you will have these inconvenient moments, uncomfortable moments. So yeah, that's why it goes like that right now. So yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, thank you for kind words. So let's actually not waste a lot of time on these mobs. We have one planned. Let's pretend, or let's imagine that we got 10 of them. So let me kill this insect and let me do this. So we just type add and type 9. Bam, we have done this quest. So next we need to go and kill some Naga. And actually I think south of here we can go there on the way, kill these Nagas a little bit.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, you're really cheering me up, so thank you for that. I even thought that I would finish this stream like an hour ago because it was completely crashing. Yeah. It's so funny that Wrath of the Lich King is totally unfinished, but it worked a lot better than this. So, yeah. It's really strange that this happened like that. But thank you for kind words. Yeah, that's a good drop chance. So, yeah. I remember that in this zone you can have a cool mount. I think from that faction back over there. It's like Hippogriff or something like that. It looks cool. It's available for both factions, for Alliance and for Horde. But you will need to grind a lot of reputation to get that. And also, this expansion has cool... I don't know how this is called, like fish kind of mount. It's somewhere in the Terokkar Forest. You will also need to have some reputation with that faction. I don't even remember what's the faction over there, but you can get cool mounts over there. So, yeah. So as you can see, it's possible to finish the quests over here. So again, we will kind of skip it a little bit, and maybe we will even do one more zone. No, I mean some... I think it's called some... something with Ray. I remember something like that. So it looks like... it looks like the mobs in this zone. Let me kill these mobs and I will show you. I remember that you need to summon some boss from the past or something like that. To get reputation, you will need to get some powder or some essence on you to see these mobs. Something like that. It was from a long past, so I don't really remember that. So, yeah, it's not Nether Drake. It's a little bit different. Let me show you that. So it looks exactly like this mob, like this one, but it's not called like this. It's not Reaper, it's not Marsh, something like that. It's different, but it looks exactly like this. So this is what I mean. So let's imagine we got 30 of these claws. So let's add that. And let's actually get back, finish these quests, and move on to some other zone. Maybe Terokkar Forest. It's the best out of these remaining. So Blade, Edge, Mountains are really rough. Another Storm is a little bit broken apart, and Shadow Moon is dark. So we have only Terokkar Forest left. This one, let me check that. Add. I'm not sure if you can add mounts like that. Yeah, Nether Ray. Yes, this one. And obviously you will need this reputation, but yeah, I meant that one exactly, so it looks really cool. And yeah. So let's finish this one. And let me actually find, oh, this one, Quartermaster. And let me see if I can look up. Can I look up faction? Yes, I can. Okay, so let me try this one. Look up faction. Tari. Can I do it like that? Yes, I can. So now I need to just modify reputation. Can I do this? Reputation. Okay, so I think I don't really know how to add. Okay, maybe I can still. Rep help. Or help rep. How's this? Okay, so I will give up on this. So yeah, I think I can add reputation, but I will not look for that. So Random conversations. Yes. I'm not sure about this exact repack, but in the Wrath of the Lich King, they have a little bit different bots, and they have conversations by default. They can even reply to each other, so they can speak a little bit to each other, and also you can add these AI models for that, so they can reply to you. So that's that. But I'm not sure about this repack. Maybe I don't have some chat channel or something like that. So yeah, I will not try to interact with bots now because yeah, they are a little bit broken. So yeah. So let's actually fly to this fortress. I think it's somewhere over there, and do some quests here, and we will be finishing this stream. Also, in case you are watching this, I encourage you to vote in the channel posts. There is a poll where you can vote for the next expansion, which we will be streaming and you will be seeing. I want to try Dragonflight on stream because this would be the newest expansion available for me and maybe for you. So, but you still can choose any expansion that you want. We can play Mists of Pandaria again, we can play Legion again. So, yeah, you choose what you see. And yeah, let's take some quests here. Let's accept that. I remember some quests to go to that gray area over there to kill some mobs, some cultists, I think. Okay, this one is also cool. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So, yeah, of course you can ask any question you want. So, let me think a little bit. So, what made me make a perfect world server is that when I was younger, maybe almost a child, I played Perfect World, and I missed a lot of things over there. And I wanted to try it again to remember my childhood, and that's why I made it. So, yeah, that's the answer. But unfortunately, not all versions worked. You can check the description, check the comments. Some person found out the way to make Perfect World work. So that's that. Yes, this is Simangos, and I start to hate it because the proxy don't really work well with it. People say it has some issues, and first of all, I didn't see any of them, but now I see some of them. So sorry for going in the wrong direction. I thought I know the way. We need to kill these warp stalkers. They have a cool mechanic where they jump behind you, I think, or just teleport, something like that. To modify the repetition, yes, thank you for... Yeah, this one. Thank you for that. Let me check this out. Mod reputation, does this work? Yeah, so it's a little bit different. I think it's something like rep, but I don't exactly know how to use this. So sometimes the commands may be different from one server to another. And Let me see if I can find more of these guys.
I can't do that yet.
Gotten to all three. This is not Azeroth Core, this is Simangos, because this is the Burning Crusade. So Azeroth Core, I think it's only Wrath of the Lich King. So you cannot have Azeroth Core, the Burning Crusade. And speaking about all the three, so what do you mean by that? All three, like, expansions, or what do you mean by that? So, yeah, the bots, actually, I didn't see that they are so difficult in PvP. Yeah, so I think I just mainly tested Wrath of the Lich King, so yeah, I have tried battlegrounds. Yeah, they can be a little bit difficult, but in the world PvP, as you saw, they didn't even attack me. So that's that. Yeah, maybe it's that. And also, I think there are some things, I'm not sure, because I didn't develop this, of course, some things which happen instantaneously. So, for example, they may drink potions immediately. Why am I saying this? Because on the Azeroth Core, in the Wrath of the Lich expansion, the bots capture the flag immediately in PvP battlegrounds, like Eye of the Storm, so they do that immediately, and I didn't see them drink anything, so maybe they just get that immediately, and that's why they feel a little bit tough. So that's that. Insane amount of bots, like 3000 plus. Yeah, and actually this server repack and this case, I actually have 3000 as well, but I don't see them as much. So yeah, that's that. And I think it's just my bad day, because when I tested vanilla, the same way, the same repack, but vanilla, in Orgrimmar, I had like so many bots. It looked very cool. All of them moved around, did some stuff, and it really looked very well. But now I'm just like playing in an empty world. So yeah. Reputation. So let me try that. I think it doesn't have modify rep at all. So as you okay, so that was unexpected. Thank you for that. Somehow I tried that, but maybe I didn't see something. Maybe I'm just tired already. So thank you for that. Can I actually let me try going there using this command. Can I maybe modify speed fly 10? Okay, so I found the way. Let me do that again. Does it work? Okay, so we will just get a cool mount now by running like that back to the right place. I just need a map. So we are currently witnessing a marathon. I have a quest over here as well somehow. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So let me get back and grab a cool mount. I think I need to fly over here. But as you can see, that's the cool thing. So you can do a lot of stuff when you have your own server. So that's that. Okay. And actually, if that person who asked me about Perfect World, if you're still right here, if you're watching this, this zone actually reminds me a lot of this Tideborn zone. So you remember that with mushrooms, blue aesthetics, something like that. So it kind of gives a good vibe. So let me grab that mount. And we will use that now. Did a little bit of hardcore. Yeah, it sounds cool, but I don't really, I am not really into that. I like the such option, but if I think that I will die permanently, that sounds really bad. But that's the point of hardcore, so yeah, that's it. Let's get back. Let's run back. So, yeah. Okay, we have one bot over here as well. So for some reason, okay, they are even fighting. Okay, let me get back. Transfer is free. Yeah, it sounds cool, and I think a lot of people like that. But maybe I'm not just into subscription. So, especially I think they have kind of raised the prices or something like that, maybe in my region. So it was a little bit different in the past. So I am not sure about retail now. I played Pandaria last, so I don't know how this happens there. So I think you need to pay for subscription, and also you need to pay for expansion. So I think that's really a bad model, because yeah, why would you do that? So you buy the game and then you buy the game again, and does it get free after it moves? Like if the new expansion comes out, will the older become free or not? How does this work? So if yes, that's really bad experience. Nice hardcore realms. Yeah, lucky it's everything in one subscription. Yeah, that's good, that's cool. But yeah, if they have the such model, it's not really nice. About hardcore realms with bots, I think that's kind of possible. So some servers have this kind of stuff. It's custom, and also Turtle WoW, the infamous Turtle WoW server had that, and I also have a tutorial about that. So you can set this up for yourself. So there are a couple of servers like that, but yeah, usually they have too much custom content, so it's not for me. Yeah, you have to pay for the newest only. Yeah, maybe that's cool, but I think, you know, it's like they want you to buy their game again and again, and they made this character boosts, they made this other stuff that you can buy additionally, and no matter how they make the content, they will still need to upkeep all of this. So sadly, they will make some moves to grab you, to keep your money maybe. So yeah, that's fine for them because they need to have some profit from this. So yeah. Yeah, it's way too hot in a couple of weeks. So yeah. Also, I am really kind of in between because my video about Turtle WoW got kind of strike in South Korea for some reason, so it's not available in South Korea now, and I want to make a stream on that, but I am not sure about my channel, so I hope it doesn't get banned for that. But yeah, it's really hot, you can say so. So that's that. But the server itself, Turtle WoW I mean, is really well made. So they did a good job restoring the old ideas, the old things. So yeah, that's that. And actually, I think, guys, we need to close this up because it's getting late. I still have some little stuff to do. So we will get back to the quest giver, complete these quests using GM commands. And if you have any questions, you can ask them now. We will do some kind of little conclusion on this. I will make my conclusion about this repack and about this experience. So if you have any questions, you better ask them now. Yeah, South Korea, I'm not sure why this happened, especially that country. So yeah, they don't usually have any major laws about that, but yeah, that happened. So let me look up for this quest and unwelcome presence. Okay, so this has the ID of exactly 10,000. So let's try to complete it. It's really cool that we have this quest. And the second one is magical disturbances. Look up quest that. And this one. Okay, so let's finish this one. And let's finish that one. I don't really remember where can I finish it up. Yeah, and again, we don't have any markers. Like in the trees to the north. North of what? North of this place or the north of that place? Yeah, it's really so inconvenient. And I think next time I will switch my headphones because these little ones really make me uncomfortable. So where was that place? I remember that there was some guy hiding in the bushes near this place, so maybe that's where I'm supposed to go. In that camp over there. Yeah, is it that, or no, it's not. I think that's a boat. There should be a guy over here. Over there, yeah. Like, yeah, it's very inconvenient that they don't have any markers, so yeah. And this is not that camp that we need, so... Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so let's finish this and wrap this all up. And I think this NPC has some quest, but she walks around from one place to another, so you have to find her. So let me get to some quiet place and make a conclusion. So as you can see, this is kind of mixed experience. I want to know that again, regular version of the Burning Crusade, the old version will work just fine. So if you play this repack on the old client, it will work, you will not have any problems. So mostly this happens because of the proxy. So if you want the modern client, it will look like this. If you want to play in the older client, you can do that. So you have options. I think this book for vanilla, I don't really understand that with all quests and NPCs. Oh yeah, I get that. So you mean about that? Yeah. So yeah, as I said, you saw that it has crashes. Maybe it's related somehow to the custom proxy which I am using right now. I will test this out, maybe edit the description of this video. So yeah, still you have this. So, and again, I encourage you to vote for the next stream. I think I will do that on Thursday. At the same time, we will test out the newer expansion. It doesn't have bots, mostly, except Mists of Pandaria, so that's that. But we will see how that goes. So you have this. If you like it. If you don't, you cannot try that. So if you have any questions, you can write them in the comments after the stream. I will look through all of them as usual. So that's that, and I think that's it. So as usual, guys, I wish you good luck out there.